Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Steeler defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Austin.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Chris Boswell will be kicking off for Pittsburgh.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
The Texans at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
In motion right, that's Dell. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Option right, Pickett going to run with it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Finds Pickens out right. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, He's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. Here's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
That is caught, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Harris has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Off play action. Pickett.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Pickett back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still taking it right down Broadway. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Steelers.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run again with Harris. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And quickly they get to the line.
Pickett on 3rd and 1.
Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready, set.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now here's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Cowboy 80.
Stroud looking to throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Viking 18.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now they fake the jet sweep there, and a run instead with Harris.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Tackled by the cornerback, Derek Stingley. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
2nd down and a yard.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 6. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here's Pickett.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris
from 19 yards away.
And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all four quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, and they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
On the ready.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hustle.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Keanu Benton
Brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
The second down throw now from Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got it to Collins, complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. It's caught downfield by Mechie.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hey, check that street.
Delson in motion.
Go.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
7 Pirates. Let go.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead.
There he goes, left side.
He may go. Najee Harris.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Again on second down, it's Stroud.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
The throwing again is Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud will look to throw once more. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Right side complete to Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Go.
Here goes Stroud again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's another carry for Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that